So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Kobbie Mainoo, could have a busy time here, having to play the role of a sick...
Can he finish? Pass somewhat off target. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. And here's Vinicius Junior. And they're on him in a flash.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And there is your opener. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shaw receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodrigo pinches it off him, knocks it into space. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now this could be a chance. Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United are doing very nicely. Decent chance! And there's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack...
Mbappe! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Carreras is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and the counter is on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
And the shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Madrid with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Opts to play it back. And a chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. He ran himself himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Great chance here from position A1. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Valverde! And it's Carvajal. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Menu. Aims beyond the defence. Bomo. And he's managed to get free. Alaba clears it away. Ahmad. Rodrigo. It's Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's put paid to the danger. That's the throw. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great vision. And he's quick to get rid. Spread to the right. He has found the way through. Diallo stood his ground strong. Shot, surely! That's a decent clearance. Bellingham. And he's quick to return it. Casemiro. It's Casemiro! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodrigo. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Can he get it through? Alaba calmly anticipates. There will be a throw-in. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! And that was struck with genuine force. And this could be the final action of the first half. And the keeper beats it away. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mateus Cunha is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, he's having a go! And he's gone looking for safety. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Madrid leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yoro. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Mbappe clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 30 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24.
Goulet, and that could set him on his way.
El dorsal 15.
Oh, glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's running away. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's being shifted off it. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, this is just the keeper in, and the shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him.
Great chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nicely intercepted. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe! And he gets... Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe, there's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Arda Güler. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he goes cross-field. Now he's off and running. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Šeško. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Carreras has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, talk about being caught.
And he shoots! And he hits the net! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Ahmad and Dallo. Casemiro plays the return pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he latch on to this? Goulet and Carvajal. Bellingham. Shaw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to get it away. Now, can they get him away? Delivers the ball. Valverde attempts a clearance. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's running. Mathias Cunha! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Matheus Cunha was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And it's Dallo. Goulet promptly onto that, and that is that. And he thumps it clear. Bruno Fernandes. And he cuts out the supply.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And Burmo picks it up out wide. And he's there to deal with it. Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to pass it through. In again. Getting up there! No, not the best of headers. Goulet has created one goal already.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It's a throw-in.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Carreras is there, and he can get that clear. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, this is the perfect game. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
No, that's been intercepted. Corner it is. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Dias. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well read, nice interception. Rashford. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Dani Olmo is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shapes to shoot! Foden receives it in a good position here. Still goalless. Dani Olmo, and reclaimed it in a trice. What a throw in. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Lewandowski, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Foden. Bernardo Silva, and here's Reinders. That has been slung wide. Gavi. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Foden. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get it through? Gavi picks it up out wide. Opts to play it back. Reinders. Now it's Foden. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now, can they get him away? Bernardo Silva. Ake. And it's Reinders. And it's Gonzalez. Eric Garcia wins the duel this time.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Foden. Semenyo has it out wide and in space. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nico Gonzalez. Semenyo. Gavi. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bernal. Looking for the run. Stones spots it and intercepts. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he is dashing away. Stones cuts it out. Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Savinho. Here's Ake. Savinho. He is through here. Looking for options for movement. Cross into the box. Oh, that was vital. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Bernardo Silva. And here's Reinders. Quality ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Semenyo. Rashford. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Reinders touches it back. Ake. And it's Gonzalez. It's Bernardo Silva. Distributed tidily. Pinches it off him. And it's Reinders. Araujo does well to get it back. Rashford. Rashford, rapid and full of intent. He's got away. Lewis, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Played into the box. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're off again.
Manchester are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Played out towards the right wing, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stones gets a foot in here, and he opts to go forward. Martin gets over and intercepts. Bernardo Silva. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ake. Nico Gonzalez. Trafford. And it's Lewis. Now Semenyo. He's a sharp little ball here. Rashford producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Olmo. Gavi. Stones simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Rashford. There's the shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. Savinho. And here's Lewandowski. Great chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. This is a promising build-up. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Savinho. Nico Gonzalez. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Lewandowski. Knocks it into space. But he's well positioned here. And they've got rid. Reinders. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nico Gonzalez. Lewis. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernal. That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo. That has been cut short. It's gone for a throw-in. And this is Lewandowski. Passes short and sharp. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Araujo makes the interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's shifting through the gears. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, super ball. Savinho! And that is wildly off target. Haaland. Semenyo.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's being shifted off it. Balde. Rashford. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is just caressing the ball. Stones. And it's Gonzalez. It'll be a throw-in. Another throw-in. And he lines up a cross.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And he's certainly onside here. Tries to play it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Space for him to turn and look. That's tidy. And this is Bernardo Silva. Can he finish? And the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
"90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection on what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. Well, we are already up and running again. Lewis. Great vision. Lewis is in a really good position out wide. Araujo.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Semenyo. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Manchester really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Threads one in, and the through ball. And it's Lewandowski! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. He will be livid with himself.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Lewandowski. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Ferran Torres. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gavi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Doku. And it is half-time in extra time. Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? And so the last chance to find a winner. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Braithwaite. And it's Kovacic. Hops for safety. Bernardo Silva. Stones promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ake.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Braithwaite. He has found a way through. Bernal proves just a little bit too strong. Ruben Dias with the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And that's been won straight back. Doku. Araujo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Lewandowski. Braithwaite. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter. And as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Lewandowski is first to take the long walk. And he cannot put it away. Agonising, just agonising.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Haaland is the next to run the gauntlet. No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
Rashford is a picture of calm despite the moment. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
Barcelona are looking to him to tie things up. Just scrubs it in, saw the keeper moving.
Credit to him, you really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
And he sent it over.
Well, he clearly didn't get the contact he would have liked.
Dani Olmo is fourth up.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Big character, big moment, big save. Trafford, now the only hope. Oh, he saved it! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Oh, no! And that is just about that. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been.
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong, and that's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. More and more pressure on the ball here. João Neves. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Nicholas Ottoman.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
McAllister. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Martinez. Tagliafico. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. And that's a throw-in. Tagliafico has the space to scheme. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. And he was quick to react. Ronaldo might just make this. Still goalless. Probing pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. And it's Fernandes. Oh, this is a great position. Martinez! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And that has left him in a heap. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Martinez. Mendes spots it and intercepts. McAllister. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That looks a good ball through. And he shoots! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Oh, well played. That's put paid to the danger. Cleared away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That has not gone well. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Argentina have got it back, and they'll have another go. And it's McAllister. Oh, it's come loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a good ball out wide. Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Ball comes in. Keeper's dealt with that. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gonzalo Inacio. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. McAllister. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's having a pop! Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Tagliafico clears.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he whips it in. Bruno Fernandes. Molina. João Neves goes sliding in. McAllister. And here's Messi. Martinez. And he's intervened well there. He shifted it to the flank. Fernandes. And it's Otamendi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Messi. Now it's Martinez. That's been cut out, well played. Chooses to go cross-field.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Fernandes. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Fernandes. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And there it is!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
There's a sharp little ball here. Great chance! No, again there's no way through. Gonzalez was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's destined for the flank. There's the crossfield ball. Pedro Neto looking for the run. It's come to nothing.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
The defender is not giving up on this. Now it's Martinez. Oh, good spread. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Out towards the flank. Molina is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Molina. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. McAllister gets across to intercept that. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? And that's too far for anyone. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Spread out to the left. McAllister. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Martinez. Gonzalez. Vitinha gets a foot in here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, terrible pass. Cristiano Ronaldo! The ball clears without hesitation. And it's Mendes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Ronaldo is flagged offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fernandes. And it's Rodrigo de Paul to McAllister. Not the most accurate pass. De Paul.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. João Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thinks about the shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. And this is Ronaldo. Rafael Leao. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, that pass isn't the best. This looks promising. Gonzalez. Fernandes. Now it's Martinez. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Messi. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Portugal have it. He's had a shot! Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a slow burner, this one, Peter. Still, I think the goal did come at a good time, and some of the defensive displays after that were pretty good. In fact, looking back, the goal came at a great time.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams...
Lewandowski! Bernal, not the most accurate pass. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, super find. Oh, that's well spotted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick.
Oh, great chance! Oh, his chance for a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Well timed, excellent interception. He's found a way through. Camavinga. He's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Araujo. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Bellingham. De Jong. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri. And that's another good win of the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now, can they get him away? He's on it. Rodrigo. He's through. There's the shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, what has happened here? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. And he's in on goal. Big chance! Now it's Yamal. And he was quick to react. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He has found the way through. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Pedri. And here's Rashford.
Rashford really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a pretty loose pass. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pedri. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has been cut short. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Bernal. Well read, nice interception. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Camavinga. He's got away. Very nicely done. Good ball, good take.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Camavinga, great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. Courtois is there to clear. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bernal. Now it's Pedri. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. And now the breakaway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Plays a sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cleared away. Defending was strong and firm. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Has to go back here. He's going for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Bernal.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Vinicius Junior. Martin makes the interception.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Rodrigo. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. And he's quick to return it. Camavinga. Mbappe might just make this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Rodrigo. And Carreras. Now it's come to nothing. Pedri. Bernal. Pedri. And it's Bernal. Great vision. Lewandowski. And the shot! Oh, it's gone in!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Chips it through. Alaba getting this one clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shoots! Just about up to 75 minutes. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's picked his way through. Yamal. No way through, so back it comes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now that's well seen too. And that is not getting there. And he's quick to get rid. That is good strength. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bernal. Who saw this coming? Barcelona have come back from the very brink. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 5. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 21.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And they can counter here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No joy this time. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. And that was asking just too much of him. Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. So to play, and it is a goal kick. Can he get it through? That's been cut out, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. Well, we are already up and running again. Barcelona displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Carreras spots it and intercepts. Now it's Tchouaméni. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lewandowski. Oh, that's superb. Chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Barcelona with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Mbappe. Eric Garcia. De Jong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And now they can clear their lines. Tchouaméni proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Camavinga calmly anticipates. De Jong. Rashford. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Tchouaméni. Brahim tries a shot! And it is half-time in extra time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Eder Militao cuts it out. Aim forwards. Brahim Diaz has a look and plays it forward. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe. Shot a goal! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. That's an excellent interception. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Threads one in. Yamal with 2 goals already to his name. And this is Lewandowski. He's in, must be! Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Passing nice and neat. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Lewandowski. And a chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity...
And time is up. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving... Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. And it's Sané. And the shot! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Kimmich. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And a chance for a shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Havertz! Heavenly from Havertz! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2-0 and in next to no time. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention.
Shapes to shoot! And that has fair fizzed. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Wirtz. Saliba calmly anticipates. And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. Germany have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly... He's in one-on-one. He's free. And he shoots! And that's in. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
France cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Pavlovic pinches it off him. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Sane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Nmecha. Rabiot. Aimed beyond the defence. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look...
Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. Goal, Germany! And they get themselves in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Germany with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He's in plenty of space here. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Magnificent from Musiala! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nmecha cuts it out. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Doué. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vids. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot, there's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Germany palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such an...
Real chance! Chouameni. Doué. Well read, nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Olise. That's a little off target. Pavlovic. That's a good ball out wide. Wirtz. And the shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nemecha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And Sané! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mignon herring after the ball here. Look at the space here. Sané! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, it was good to...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Germany have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team. And should that not change, they could go big from here.
Germany leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. The second period is on the way. 45 minutes to change their fate. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's through here. Takes a shot! And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Spread it left. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Kimmich, looking for options for movement. And he's... And a chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baumann claims comfortable.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Sané. Now Schlotterbeck. Germany ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Sané looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Doué. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And claimed it back swiftly. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Havertz. Oh, no joy this time. That's put paid to the danger. Well, that has not gone well. This is a promising build-up. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Havertz shoots! Oh, he's done it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Germany are having a ball here. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Sané. Havertz. Into the channel.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chouameni. Doué. Now this could be a chance. Havertz.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Sane is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, played right into his path. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Schlotterbeck. And it's Sané. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Can he get on the end of this? Rabiot. Doué. And here's Doué. Dembele. Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Schlotterbeck. Pavlovic. And he's been shifted off it. Nemecha. Olise. And it's Chouameni. Chouameni. Dembele. And Koundé. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Doué. He charged, surely! And he's spooned it over the bar. Olise. Into the last 5 minutes. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, that's been intercepted. Koundé tries to play it through. Now it's Musiala. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That has ended up in no man's land. 2 minutes to be added on. Mbappe. Oh, that's delightful. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. And that is as far as it goes. France suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition...
Wirtz! You've got to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's a good ball. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England, he was courted by both nations, of course.
Takes a shot! Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And there's green grass ahead of him. Kimmich. Vitinha. João Cancelo has it out wide and in space. And it's Vitinha. Tries one from range! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And that is... He's having a shot! Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nice control. And Sané! It's loose. Wirtz! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And there's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Sané is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Forced to go back. Applies the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inacio promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Pavlovic. Nemecha. Havertz. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Wits, and the shot! And he's there to get it away. And that is well cleared. Vitinha. João Neves, given the lift of his goal. He shifted it to the flank, and he's quick to return it. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Portugal with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well timed, excellent interception. João Neves charging forward, the ball at his feet.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Musiala. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. And they've got a throw. Bruno Fernandes. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Nemecha. Pavlovic. Pavlovic. Now that's well seen too. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Musiala tries a shot! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Germany dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected.
And Sané has fallen kindly here. Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto has the space to scheme. Oh, great defending, that needed to... Good chance here! That was superb goalkeeping. That's it, 45 minutes up. Portugal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. The second half is up and running. Germany shapes to shoot! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Aimed beyond the defence. Kimmich. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Sané. That looks a cracking ball. Chance, surely! And a neat finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Ronaldo. Pavlovic. Nemecha. Looking for the run. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Musiala could move up a gear here. Germany have got it back and they'll have... And he shoots! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Nemecha gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible. Can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Nice physical challenge. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ruben Dias, tidy with his distribution. Taken back almost at once.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. Driving through the middle. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Great ball. Vitinha! It's in! And they are right back within touch. Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. João Neves. Vitinha. Not the most accurate pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Serves up across. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Great vision. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Sané. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great chance! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Rafael Leao, he's got away. picked out brilliant. And the finish! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there.
There's the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the apple.
Big chance! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Havertz!
Germany can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's through here. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Good ball, good take. Rafael Leao! Goes long and straight. It's a pretty loose pass.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Sané. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full-time. We will be going the distance. And we are already back underway. Bernardo Silva! Nicely aimed pass. Pavlovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Neves. João Neves. Oh, this ended up in no man's land. Nemecha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. And that is not finding anyone. Vitinha. Back in possession and ready to go again. Mendes is the guilty party there. Nemecha. Ball's played through. Bernardo Silva providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Goes for a shot!
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Oh no, that was never going to make it. João Cancelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Sané. That's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Bruno Fernandes. Played back into the centre. So that was it, the first period of extra time. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is just off target. Tar. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Kimmich. Pavlovic. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Bernardo Silva. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Nemecha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Sané. Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. This is a promising build-up. Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Musiala. Great ball if he can get there. And he is slightly undercooked. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. Which way will he go? Oh, great save! That is a great save! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
And he sticks it away.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Portugal feeling the pressure.
Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Sané is looking to do his bit. Oh, it's a really good save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, no one's saving that.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Up steps the man with the armband. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Of course. Will that prove decisive?
A great position now, but still work to be done. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver. It's all about his mindset now.
He's done it! Feel the relief! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. So, Jim, quite a game. Decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
Well, Peter, those players knew they were in for a battle, and you can finally see...
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Short changes him with that pass. João Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a good run down the left. No way through, so back it comes. Yamal shoots! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already. Ferran Torres. Balde making good progress. He's shifting through the gears here.
Such good technique.
Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. João Neves, played out to the left flank. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's a sharp little ball here. He is Yamal! That's another chance. And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being...
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's picked it up out wide. Impressive jump. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Bernal. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Some resolute defending there. Now, the ball's gone astray. That's a throw. Martin. Araujo. Eric Garcia. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Bernal. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Looking for options for movement. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Rashford. In with the challenge. Looking for a runner. Ball in towards the middle.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedro Neto. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that has not gone well. That has been slung wide. And it's Vitinha. Looking to play him in. Lewandowski.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ronaldo. Well, they've got it again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Lewandowski. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. He slings it in. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Rashford. Nuno Mendes. Not the most accurate pass. And that's gone loose. Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. Oh, good ball! And the shot! He's got away with one there. Yamal.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
João Cancelo. João Neves.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bernal. Over to the right flank. And the referee has signalled for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
A case now of complete control. And he's heaved it away. And this is Ronaldo. Now there's... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nicely aimed pass. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. Bruno Fernandes is standing over this. Bruno Fernandes! Decent hit from there. João Cancelo. Eric Garcia cuts it out. Looking for the run. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bruno Fernandes, distributed tidily. Balde. And it's Balde. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Balde. Ferran Torres. Sends it crossfield. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Neves. João Neves charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ronaldo. Very nicely done. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Portugal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedro Neto. And the shot! And that's a good finish. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So could they be onto something here? Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And it's been hooked away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bernal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has not gone well. And here's Neto. Bruno Fernandes shapes to shoot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their third corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Threads one in. Rashford. And the finish!
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, and the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. João Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. Ferran Torres, who has set up 2 goals. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's quick to snatch it back. Yamal. Great vision. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Gavi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That'll do under the circumstances. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Real chance! And no mistake. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some...
Chance, surely! And that's in! They have stolen level at the last! Ronaldo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Picked out, takes a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.